Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I am going to walk you through the complete process of deploying machine learning models to a public cloud provider. Now you might ask, why does this matter? Here is why. Most data scientists build models in notebooks that never see the light of day. But once you see how simple this production workflow is, you will wonder why you did not set it up sooner. We are going to move from a local serialized file to a scalable API-driven service running in the cloud. Let us get started. These are the topics we are going to cover in this video. Specifically, that includes containerizing your inference engine, building a production-ready API wrapper, pushing that image to a registry, provisioning the cloud infrastructure using Terraform, and finally, setting up monitoring. So do not skip ahead. Watch all the way through to actually understand this properly. Quick note before we dive in, this channel shares practical IT tutorials every week. So if that is useful to you, hit subscribe and join our community linked in the description for more resources. Before you start, make sure you have a trained model file, access to your cloud provider, and the necessary CLI tools installed. If you want the complete deep dive on MLOps fundamentals, we already have a full course on this channel. You will find the link in the description. We will be using Docker to package everything. Verify your setup by running the version check commands on screen. If you have those ready, we can proceed. Specifically, that includes active AWS, GCP, or Azure account with CLI access, Terraform installed with Terraform version, and basic understanding of MLOps concepts. So, what is a containerized inference engine? It is a consistent environment for your model. Notice we used the slim variant of Python that cuts our image size from over 1 gigabyte down to about 200 megabytes. We copy the requirements file first to take advantage of Docker layer caching. This means if you only change your application code, Docker skips the dependency installation step. Perfect. Now we build and test locally. We tag the image with a version number for traceability. The run command maps our container port to the host. You need to ensure your local environment mimics production as closely as possible. This is what success looks like. If you do not see the model loaded message, your model file path is likely wrong. Always check your working directory inside the container if you see a file not found error here. Why do we need an API wrapper? Because raw model files cannot handle network requests. We use FastAPI here because it is asynchronous and high performance. We load the model once at startup, so we are not reloading it for every single incoming request. That would be incredibly slow. And that is the key point for low latency. Now we move to the cloud. We use Terraform to define our infrastructure as code. This specific block defines an ECS task in AWS. It tells the cloud provider exactly which container image to run and which port to expose. By using Terraform, we ensure our production environment matches our development environment exactly. No more configuration drift. What are the common mistakes? First, hard coding credentials. Never put API keys in your Docker file. Use secret managers. Second, failing to set memory limits. A large model can easily cause an out-of-memory kill on your node. Third, neglecting to log. If you do not log inputs, you cannot debug why a model made a bad prediction in the field. Every one of these will bite you in production. Finally, we verify the deployment. We fire a test request at the load balancer URL. If you get a valid JSON response back, your model is officially live. This confirms that your networking, security groups, and container runtime are all working together correctly. Let us recap. Containerize your models to ensure they run the same way everywhere. Load your model into memory at startup to keep latency low. Use infrastructure as code to make your setup reproducible. Never bake secrets like database passwords or cloud keys directly into your container images. Finally, monitor your inference latency because it will change as your traffic scales. You now have a production-ready model deployment workflow. If you found this guide helpful, hit subscribe to stay updated on our weekly deep dives into cloud and ML ops. Check the description for the link to our WhatsApp community where we discuss these production scenarios in real time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.